Okay, so we are starting to get our first participants. Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Lavinia, and I'm part of the Docsity team. And here with us tonight is Anna Sándor from the University of Pécs in Hungary. It's our pleasure to be here with you tonight and to let you know more about studies at University of Pécs and to give you some first-hand information about the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship, which I assume is going to be of great interest for many of you. So I would like to thank you all once again for joining, and for those who just joined, welcome. This is the University of Pécs and Docsity webinar about studying in Hungary and the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. It's our pleasure to be here with you tonight. If you have any questions related to scholarships, admissions, anything related to the student life at the University of Pécs, I encourage you to leave your questions in the Q&A box, and we will do our best to answer them all one by one. In the meantime, I would like to give the floor to Anna. Thank you, Anna, for being here with us tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your warm words, and welcome everyone to this presentation about the University of Pécs. So as Lavina already mentioned, my name is Anna. I'm an admissions advisor from the University of Pécs. So if you have any questions regarding the student life or the application procedure, I would be happy to answer your questions. And now I would like to briefly introduce you Hungary, our university, and of course the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship program. So let us begin. Now let's see what I've planned for today. So I hope we have a really diverse audience. So first I would like to introduce you Hungary, the city of Pécs, and the University of Pécs in a nutshell. Secondly, I wish to tell you the most important things you need to know about the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship itself, and which will be followed by the application process and the entry requirements. And last but not least, I will be answering some of the most important questions we received from you during this webinar. As you can see on this slide, Hungary is a member of the European Union and the Schengen area, which means free movement for our students within this part of Europe. The official language is Hungarian, but many people can speak English, and of course all of our study programs are fully taught in English. Let's continue with a few words about Hungary and our location. As you can see, Hungary is really well connected for travel within Europe, and we are located in the very heart of Europe. For example, you can be in Zagreb in 2 hours by train. Our international students are allowed to travel around the neighboring countries during their fall or spring breaks. If we are talking about Hungary and the university, we have to mention some basic facts about the higher education system in Hungary, because it can be different from yours. So we use the Bologna system, which means that we have three-leveled education: a bachelor, a master, and a doctoral level. However, we also offer one-tier or undivided master programs as well, which are really popular. It basically means that you will start after high school and you will finish with a master degree. We do offer such programs in the field of general medicine, architecture, or dentistry. Since Hungary is a part of the European Union, our university also part of the European credit transfer system. It's a big advantage since if you would like to study in another European university or vice versa, your credits can be easily transferred. The diploma, which is issued by the Hungarian accredited higher education institution, is recognized all over the European Union and beyond. Now I can speak about my own experiences since I graduated from the University of Pécs as well. As you can see on this slide, I would like to explain you in a nutshell about how the education looks like at the University of Pécs. It's more structured and focused and have less freedom to explore than in the US. We have a really traditional point of view. However, we do have two types of classes: seminars and lectures. The focused and structured ones are the lectures, where are usually held for big audiences and the attendance is recommended. Also, it's about 100 students plus the professor, and basically it is just a usual lecture. It usually ends with an oral or a written exam. But we do have seminars as well. It's a much smaller group when 10 or 12 students have a discussion with the professor. It's much more interactive, and usually the exams are much more easier. For example, in some cases, you just have to do a project work or a PPT presentation about the topic. We use the 5-point grade system, where the 5 is excellent and 1 is the only failing grade. One academic year is built from 2 semesters, the fall and the spring semesters. The fall semester starts in the early or mid-September, and the classes run until the early or mid-December. At the end of the semester, in December and January, the exam period takes place. Classes in the spring semester start in early or mid-February and run until the early or mid-May, with the exam period taking up May and June. All right, let's move on and have a look at our lovely city. The city of Pécs is a 2,000-year-old town, first established by the Roman Empire, full of history and culture. It's also known as the Mediterranean city of Hungary because it has a Mediterranean-like climate with hot summers and mild winters. We are very proud to have a traditional, multi-ethnic, multicultural population. This colorful ethnic setting is not even further diversified by our many international students. In 2010, together with Essen in Germany and Istanbul in Turkey, it has been selected as the European Capital of Culture. It gave the opportunity for the university to establish some institutions, for example, a research center or a knowledge center. Interesting fact about our research center that all the 10 faculties of the university has some ongoing researches there. Even the Faculty of Music and Visual Arts has researches there. On these pictures, you can see the downtown area of Pécs, full of cafes, shops, bars, and restaurants. The main square of the city is really vibrant, and the city usually organizes here festivals, such as the Winter Fair, Light Festival, or the University Days itself. Some facts and figures about the university. The University of Pécs was founded in 1367, which makes us the oldest university in Hungary and one of the oldest universities in the whole Europe. Right now, we have currently about 20,000 students overall. From this number, 4,500 students are international students from more than 100 sending countries. So the University of Pécs has a really big international community. Also, we have more than 30 years of experience in international education since our medical school started their English programs 30 years ago. We have 8 dormitories located all over Pécs. So we do offer dormitory placement for all of our first-year students. About the numbers and the rankings, the University of Pécs was ranked among the top 3 Hungarian universities, and also we are belong to the top 5, to the 2.5% leading of the international higher education institutions worldwide. It's a quite new QS ranking. You can see that it's from 2021. Beside that, we have some great international accreditations. For example, the EFMD for the Business Administration Bachelor Program, or the European Commission for the Architecture Program of ours. Also, you can see from these data that we are really well recognized internationally and academically as well. As I mentioned earlier, the university has 10 different faculties, and it's an interesting thing that those 10 faculties are spread all over the city. You might want to ask, why do we have 10 campuses? Being a traditional university, we have these campuses all around the city as in the old days. And this is why we like to refer the University of Pécs as a university, because our campuses are spread all over the town. No matter where you go, you can find those students and campuses all around Pécs. Now let's move to the student life part of this presentation. The first and maybe the most important thing would be the living costs and the accommodation options. As I already mentioned, we do offer a dormitory placement for all of our first year students. Here on this slide, you can see some pictures about our dormitories, which we can offer for international students. The average living cost in Hungary would be 450 euros per month. And the dormitory placement would be 110 euros approximately per month. But if someone would like to, live alone or likes the quiet environment, they can, of course, always rent a flat. A fully furnished rented flat for 2 persons would be around 350 euros, including utilities. I would say our living costs are quite affordable considering that we are a European country. Another detail about the student life is that the University of Pécs has a lot of student services. For example, we do have the student counseling service, which is psychology counseling for our international students, and it's fully free. Also, we do have the legal aid clinic, where you can ask for legal advice if you have any troubles with your landlord or something like that. Of course, it's not an official legal representative, but still it's a legal advice which you can use if you need to do any further steps. Besides that, we do have this so-called buddy program, which means that all of our first year students will have a personal mentor who will help them out during the everyday problem, how to open the bank account, where can I find the immigration office, so anything which can be practical, such as applying residence permit or finding an accommodation if someone would not like to move into the dormitories. Also, we do have the International Student Ambassador Program, which was launched 4 years ago. Currently, we have 43 international student ambassadors from more than 30 countries. They act basically as a link between the university and the outside community. So if you have any questions regarding the student life or where can you find specific foods from your country, you can just browse our website, check whether we have a student ambassador from your country, and you can just drop them an email. Other interesting facilities we have is the sport facilities. We have lots of them, indoor and outdoor swimming pools, gyms in the dormitories as well. Also, we had basketball team, football team, tennis field, and all of these are free for our international students, of course. And quite unique initiative in the Hungarian higher education would be the Dancing University, since any student, lecturer, or staff member of the university is eligible to participate in a dancing courses free of charge. Now that you have a general understanding of our university and city, let's jump on our other topic, the scholarship itself. The scholarship program was launched in 2013 by the government of Hungary, and it offers a full scholarship to those applicants who wish to continue their higher education studies in Hungary. Currently, we have 82 partner countries, if I'm not mistaken, and every year, thousands of students can begin their studies in the Hungarian higher education institutions. We have more than 1,000 students at the University of Pécs studying with this scholarship. The benefits of this scholarship include the tuition fee, which means that it will be covered for you. The accommodation will be covered for you. The medical insurance will be covered by the scholarship. And also, beside all of that, you will receive a so-called monthly stipend, which would be basically pocket money just for living. It would be around 130 euros per month. But how can you actually apply for this scholarship? So we have a lot of different application requirements. I will tell you more details later on. right now, I would like to just share with you the website where you can check it yourself if it would be more easier for you. Here you can find our partner countries, and here you can register because we have an online application system which is quite easy to use. So I just want to mention some of the most important criteria. So the applicant must be at least 18 years old before the start of the next academic year. They must be a citizen of one of the partner countries, and the applicants must also be nominated by their home countries. Important, not nominated students can apply as fee-paying applicants, and will have the chance to apply next year for the scholarship. So it's not just a one-time opportunity. Available study programs depends on your citizenship and what is set in the bilateral agreement between Hungary and your home country. So here you can see the application timeline as well. The application period opened on the 15th of November this year, and you can see that it will be closed on 15th of January in next year. This is the deadline for submitting the application to the Tempus Public Foundation and to the standing partner, which means your home country. In the 18th of February, there will be the first selection points when they just technically check whether you uploaded all the documents, and they're starting the nominating process. Until the 15th of March, the statement of the supervisors can be uploaded. It's only required for doctoral studies, of course. In the middle of March, from the middle of March until the end of May, the second selection point will be starting when the institutions doing their admission procedure. So here comes the University of Pécs. We usually check the documents again and also conduct some Skype interviews if necessary. Until the 15th of April, you can submit your medical certificates. Until the middle or the end of June, you will be notified about the selection results. June, July, you will start the visa application process, and until the 30th of September, you will have to arrive to Hungary. So now I would like to tell you a little more about the exact requirements, because I know this is usually the frequently asked question. So you can see here on this slide which are the required documents and who should upload them. I think most of them are quite easy to understand. So the online application form, the applicants must fill out and save all the requested information on the online application form in English. It includes a recent photo as well. About the motivation letter, it should be minimum 1 page, types in Times New Roman 12-point letters, written in the language of the selected study program or in Hungarian. We do need a scanned copy of proof of language proficiency or the original one with a minimum level determined by the host institution and its translation. Also, we do need school certifications and their translations as well. If you apply for the bachelor program, you will need to upload your high school degree or diploma. If you apply for master program, we will need your bachelor degree and so on. Also, we do require the transcript of records, also in English, and a copy of identification document. It's usually a copy of your passport. Sorry. We do require an acceptance of statement for application in the online statement. All applicants need to accept this statement for application, and it can be accepted only in the online application system. And last but not least, the medical certificate. It's mandatory only for the applicants who were nominated by the sending partners. A scanned copy of the medical certificate of satisfactory health condition. On their website, which was on the previous slide, you can find more information about the exact criteria. What if you receive your documents later? It's totally fine, so because the following missing documents can be submitted after the application deadline, but not later than the 1st of August. So here you can see which document can be uploaded as a missing document. Everything must be submitted online. And also you will need to submit a CV in English, a motivation letter, as I already mentioned, your school certificate, a B2 or a C1 level English proficiency, a mandatory medical certificate, a research proposal, but only for the doctoral programs. And in some cases, you need a support letter from the future supervisor from the school. Also, that would be all what I wanted to share with you right now. I'm not sure, Lavina, whether we have some time to check the website, maybe, or should we continue?
Yes, you can continue. We still have a bit of a time for the presentation.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
In that case, I would like to share with you the website of the Tempus Public Foundation and the scholarship program itself, and also the application website. Lavina, can you see the website on this?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay, so this is the main website of the scholarship program. And here you can find the sending partners. Currently, we have 82, as I already mentioned. Here you just need to select your own sending country, and you can see which study fields are supported by the scholarship program, and also you can find all the contact details of the responsible authorities. So it's, I would say, quite easy to use and quite easy to understand as well. Here you can find the call for applications. It's basically what I already shared with you, but here you can find in a more detailed version the exact requirements. And if you click on this apply button, then this website will open. This is the online application portal for the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship holders. Really important to select your country here, because you will only see those study programs in the list which is founded by your sending country. So let's stick with Brazil then. And if you just click here to the find programs, you can search all institutions or specific institutions, or in levels, in academic years. I would say it's quite easy. For example, here you can see the architectural engineering bachelor program from our university itself. If you click here on the apply now button, you can just start your application, and that would be all. All right. Thank you very much for your time. And I would say that we can skip for the Q&A session.
Thank you very much for all the useful information, Anna. So indeed, we have a few questions. I see some participants are really enthusiastic and have asked a lot, so we better dive in. I think you can start by telling us more about what costs does the scholarship provide. For example, a participant is asking if it covers, for example, airplane tickets, if the scholarship is full or if it's partial for the tuition fees. How should they apply? To what degree should they apply in order to benefit from the scholarship, or does the scholarship or is the scholarship linked only to specific fields?
Okay.
So we can start there.
Sorry to interrupt, but this was, you know, enough for once.
Yeah.
So about the last question you asked, so about the supported study field, I just showed you the website where you can find the partners. And here, if you select your own countries, you can see which study fields are supported by the scholarship. So it's not depends on our university, it depends on the agreement between the sending country and between the Tempus Public Foundation. Also, the other question was whether the scholarship covers partially or fully the tuition fee. It's a fully funded scholarship, so your whole tuition fee would be covered. Another question was about the airplane ticket.
Yes.
As far as I know, it also depends on the sending country. So if you would like to know exactly whether if you apply your plane ticket or visa application would be covered or not, I would highly suggest to contact the email address which can be found here under your country's contact information.
Okay, so to go to the next question, a participant is asking how much should their degree be to be able to apply to medical school or to study dentistry? I think they are referring to what degree are they supposed to have already in their possession in order to be able to apply to this, to medical school.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as for the general medicine and the dentistry programs, we do have a so-called one-time master program, so you can start it right after high school. Your grade must be as good as possible. We usually require the 95% from the overall grade, because one thing that usually the medical schools are harder to get in, and the other is the scholarship is based on excellence, academical excellence. So it's quite competitive in the fields of medicine and dentistry. Of course, we do require the higher grades from the field of biology, chemistry, and physics. So you should focus on those subjects if you are considering a medical or dentistry career in the future.
Thank you very much, Anna. So the next question asks whether you provide health insurance on top of the scholarship.
Yes, we do, and it's fully covered by the scholarship. So it basically covers everything which would be healthcare in Hungary. So if you have any problems or anything, the insurance is covered.
Okay, that sounds great. So I think you mentioned this already in the presentation, but perhaps you can repeat it.
Yeah, sure.
A participant is asking whether the scholarship also includes financial help to live in Hungary and if it provides a dormitory place.
Okay, so the scholarship itself not provides a dormitory place, however, the university do. So we do offer a dormitory placement for all of our first year students. It's for sure. So if you apply, you will get a room. The scholarship is fully covers the fee of the dormitory. But if you choose to live in a rented flat, in that case, you will receive a monthly contribution for the living costs, for the housing part, but it would be around the same amount as for you receive for the dormitory. So it would be around 130 euros per month. But it's manageable if you would like to live with someone. So if you find one roommate, then you're good to go. Also, yes, the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship provides a pocket money just for living. It's about the same, to be honest, 130 euros approximately per month. Our students usually find it enough for their living, and it usually covers their expenses, but it always depends on the student itself. So it depends on you how many times would you like to eat out, and what kind of clothes you want to buy. So in the basic levels, yes, it can be manageable with the help of the scholarship, but it's important to highlight that it's a pocket money. So it's better if you have some other funding options as well, but it will cover the most part of your living expenses.
Thank you very much, Anna. So I see the questions keep piling on. I'm really glad that the participants are so enthusiastic. I know you mentioned that requirements may vary for different countries. But somebody asked if you can list the main requirements. So if there are any requirements that can be common for all applicants that should be considered before applying.
I think within my presentation, I tried to cover all the entry requirements. So I'm not sure who asked this question, but I would like to ask this person to please clarify which requirement would she or he would know more, and I would be happy to try to explain it.
Yes, and perhaps they can also tell us where they are connecting from. So what country
that would be a big help.
Okay, so we will get back later to that. Okay, so next question, what kind of documents are required for a master degree for international students? So what documents should international applicants present when they are applying for a master's degree at Pécs?
Okay, I will just open the call for applications because I can see that a lot of questions are about the document requirement. So as I already mentioned, the requirements for master studies would be a bachelor degree, of course, in English or in Hungarian, the transcript of your studies, a translated one, of course, a proof of language proficiency. But if your previous education were in English, you will not have to upload another proof of language examination or some kind of things. Also, a motivation letter is required from all the applicants, and of course, filling out the online application form would be the 0 step. And yes, I think that would be all. Beside that, we just require a CV, a copy of your passport, and the medical certificate.
Sorry there, my video
It's
got
fine.
cut. Okay, so next to follow up with other questions, I think we can cover this one. So a participant is asking, what does it mean that when international students reach the second year, they will be moved from dormitories to find a place to rent?
It's true and it's not true. So we do provide a dormitory placement for sure for the first year. But after the first year, you will have a chance to reapply for the dormitory placement. However, after the first year, it will not be granted. It doesn't mean that you will not get it, but it doesn't mean that you will surely get it. So you do not have to move out, but if you will not be selected, then yes, you will have to find some alternative accommodation options.
Okay, I think that made it clearer. So a participant is writing us from Brazil. She's studying biomedicine and finishing her college next year. She would like to know if there's any kind of specialization or postgrad program in the microbiology, hematology areas or something related to that.
Unfortunately, no. If I understand correctly, she would be interested in master degrees.
Yes.
So we offer a biotechnology master degree, but it's not a specialized one. So I unfortunately have to say no for that.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. So along with more specific questions about the scholarship program, somebody is asking if there are any exchange programs for people from Asia, so for Asian students.
Okay, so I'm not sure what do you mean by exchange programs?
Partnerships, maybe?
Yes, we do have partnerships, but it's different from the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship. So we have some inter-university agreements and we have a lot of exchange students from Asia. If you would be interested in those kind of things, maybe I can just put a link into the chat field about those website.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Anna.
Okay, just a second, then I will quickly open it.
So in the meantime, I also wanted to thank you again for connecting tonight and for participating to this webinar. I remind you all that if you want, you have the possibility to request a certificate of attendance. I see that Anna has popped a link for the inter-university agreements, and shortly I will pop in the one for requesting your certificate of attendance as well. Thank you very much, Anna. So to get back to the questions, a participant is asking, how do usually countries nominate the students?
To be honest, it's mostly you will have to fulfill the requirements as we already discussed, and you will have to apply for the scholarship, and the authority in your country will check the basic requirements, and they have usually a quota. How many students they will select for this scholarship, how many students will they nominate, and yeah, it really depends on the sending country. In these regards, I always suggest to contact them in order to receive proper information, because I do not want to mislead anyone.
Thank you very much, Anna. Yes, I think they should definitely make sure to get all the proper information. So to go forward with the next question, somebody is asking if we can elaborate what do you mean by their home country has to nominate them. We just covered that. And if they have to apply for the scholarship through the Hungarian embassy in their country.
No. They will have to apply for the scholarship on this online application platform and also contact the authority, which they can find here under the partners. If they just select their country, they can find a website, email address, telephone, and also an address. So they have to contact them. And basically that's it. So they just need to apply online. After the visa application, however, of course, it's conducted by the Hungarian embassies.
Okay, thank you, Anna. We have a very specific question now. So participant is asking if they get their acceptance letter from the university to start their studies in fall 2022, but do not get awarded scholarship. Are they allowed to ask that their start date gets moved to fall 2023 in order for they to start getting their finances in order? So can they postpone the start of the study program in order to match the one of the scholarship?
So if I understand it correctly, the scenario is that they applied for the scholarship, they did not get nominated, but had an acceptance from the university. They would like to apply as fee-paying applicants, but just a year later. Yeah, sure, it's possible, of course.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. So another participant is writing us from Brazil. They are currently attending medical school in Paraguay. How should they apply to the scholarship, through Paraguay or Brazil?
Through Brazil. It's the citizenship that counts, not your current location.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Anna. This is an interesting question. Somebody's asking if they have to spend money to apply to the scholarship. So are there any fees for applying?
No, as far as I know, there are no fees. It's absolutely free of charge. Maybe if you would like to travel to the place where you can make an inquiry, it depends on you, but no, it doesn't have any additional fees.
Thank you very much, Anna. So somebody is asking if it's possible for an applicant to submit the English proficiency tests after being selected for the scholarship.
Yes, absolutely. The deadline for the missing documents is the 1st of August in every year.
Okay, thank you, Anna. So we covered this. Do they have to get accepted to a university first before applying to the scholarship?
No. First, they will have to apply to a scholarship. After their countries will nominate them, and after the university will accept them.
Okay, that was clear. So participant is asking, they are already studying architecture. Can they apply to continue their studies in Hungary, or do they have to start their degree again?
It's a tricky question, to be honest, because I'm not sure whether this applicant would like to apply as a scholarship holder or not. If not, then yes, it is possible, of course. If they would like to apply as scholarship holders, I would say that it can be tricky. I think they will have to first apply as fee-paying students, as transfer students, and after they are here, they can apply for the scholarship. Because usually the regulations of the scholarship says that only scholarship holder applicants can transfer from one university to others.
Okay, thank you, Anna. That was clear. So another participant is asking if it's possible to have a job while studying in the university through the scholarship.
Yes, it is possible. We always suggest to put your studies in the first place, but yes, lots of our students are working currently. We have some agencies who will help the international students find some jobs, so it's totally possible.
That's great news. Thank you, Anna. So participant is asking if they need to contact the faculty to which they are applying to in order to find out the details of admission and criteria for that particular faculty.
It's always a good thing to contact the faculty for proper information, but I can say that no, I usually know all the criteria which the university offers, so you can just ask me.
Okay, so pop in another question in the Q&A box and we will cover that as well. Another participant is asking how high should the IELTS band score be to apply for full scholarship?
Another tricky question. So the university has its own IELTS score requirement, which would be 5.5. But the scholarship itself has another English language requirement, which usually 6.0. However, descending countries are the ones who eventually decide which is the minimum to nominate their students. So you will have to contact the responsible authority in your own country in order just to be sure. It's usually the same as for the Stipendium scholarship program, but in some rare cases where there are lots of applicants from the country, they like to higher it up in order to select the students.
Thank you very much, Anna. So we have another specific question, actually. Somebody's asking how competitive it is to get a scholarship for a master's degree in the engineering field.
It really depends on the sending country. So I'm not sure where is she or he from, but I can say that we have some really big sending countries, for example, India, Jordan, Turkey, or Brazil, to be honest. And yes, from those countries, it's really competitive. But there are some countries where we rarely receive applications from. So on these cases, maybe that would be easier to earn it, but you always have to keep in mind that it is a scholarship of excellence. So it always should be competitive, I think.
Thank you very much, Anna. So we partially covered this this question, but I think it would be interesting to know, outside of the scholarship, is it allowed or possible for international students to get part-time jobs in Hungary?
Yes, it's possible.
Okay, that is great news. So hi, Anna. Hi, Anna. She's from Brazil and she's finishing her bachelor in law. She'd like to know if she can apply for a master in social sciences.
Okay, I will just quickly check the, social sciences is supported by Brazil. So, of course, we have two master programs in this field, social work master program and social policy master program. If you would like to know more about those programs, you can always contact me and I will just quickly share with you the contact information as well. So if you would like to, you can just write it down and I would be happy to help.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Anna. So to go to the next questions, we also covered this, but maybe we can repeat it for those who join later. So specifically, if the scholarship includes travel expenses for moving from the original country to Hungary.
Yeah, it really depends to the sending partner. I know that for the Pakistani applicants, the Higher Education Committee will cover their travel fees, but this is the only specific country I know. I'm not sure about the other ones, so I would suggest to contact them.
Thank you very much, Anna. So to go to the next question, somebody's asking if you can give more information about the semester. So how is it organized? When does it start? When does it end? Thank you, Anna.
Okay, so one academic year is built from 2 semesters, a fall semester and a spring semester. Fall semesters start in September and end in June. The exam period is in May and June. The spring semester starts in February, and the exam period usually in So the fall semester starts in September and ends in December, and the exam period is in December and January. And the academic year is starting in September and ends in June. So it contains both of the semesters. So the spring semester starts in February and lasts until June. The fall semester starts in September and lasts until December.
Okay, thank you very much, Anna. So somebody's asking, what is the perfect score for getting a scholarship for master's in our GPA and IELTS exam?
Okay, it depends on the study program which you would like to study, and also about the IELTS scores. I already explained not a long time ago that it depends on the sending country as well. However, I can say from the part of the university that we usually require the 75% of the grades from the overall, except for the medical school. And we do require 5.5 IELTS, except for our English literature and language courses. Because we, of course, do require higher IELTS score, and also for the medical school, we do require higher grades.
Thank you very much, Anna. So I see a lot of people are asking about job opportunities. We covered this already, but perhaps we can say it one more time. So is it possible for international students to stay in Hungary to find a job? And somebody asked specifically, how long can they stay there to search for a job? I'm assuming if they have graduated already.
Yeah, that's a great question, actually, because we have not that long ago, we launched a so-called study to work residence permit, which is a 90 days residence permit after graduation. So the student has 3 months to find a job after graduation, and they will have a residence permit throughout this time.
Thank you very much, Anna. So do you have master's course for students in the field of veterinary medicine? I'm assuming you would have to specify your country of origin. So
not necessarily, because I can say that the University of Pécs is not offer the veterinary medicine courses. However, there is a school in Budapest called the Veterinary University, and they are a part of the Stipendium Hungaricum program as well. So it's not our university, but you can check out, of course, their website. So maybe it would be a great fit for you.
Thank you very much, Anna. So there's actually plenty of opportunities for everyone in Hungary, apparently.
Yeah.
So somebody's asking, would we get an occupation if we ended our master's degree in this university? So if they complete their master's at University of Pécs, what are the perspectives for employment?
I see. There was actually a research in 2019, I think, and it said that our master students are usually find a job. The exact percent was 85, I think. So it's really a good ratio, I think, in order to find jobs, but it always depends on the major, of course. I assume that, a medical professionist can easily find jobs anywhere.
Thank you very much, Anna. So to go to the next questions, we covered this already as well. So how do countries nominate
they can
students?
speak English, for example. I'm sorry, Lavina, I'm not sure whether is it my or your side, but I have some trouble hearing you. Can you repeat the last?
Yes. Somebody asked, how can they make their countries nominate them? We covered this already, but perhaps you can repeat that. Thank you.
Sure. So you cannot make them, but you can apply. And if your application is quite good enough, then they will nominate you.
Thank you very much, Anna. So to go to the last questions, I'm almost graduated in architecture in Brazil. I would like to know if I can apply to a master's degree before ending my studies.
Okay, for this, I will open again the, that's an interesting one, because I can't find the architecture field here. But the engineering field is here, and we do offer architectural engineering course as a master course. So I would assume yes. I think it can be, yeah.
Thank you very much, Anna. So to go to the next question, if I wanted to work directly after my master's study in Hungary, would that be possible? Is it difficult to get a job for internationals? We covered the first part already, but maybe you can tell us more about the second part.
It really depends on the study program you have studied. It's important to know and understand that, of course, the official language in Hungary is Hungarian. So I'm just trying to say that, for example, if you are graduated in the field of IT, then yes, it would be really easy to find a job anywhere in the world. But if you are, I don't know, graduated as a social worker, it can be difficult to find a job here in Hungary, because especially those who are in need, they are not speaking English very well, so it would make harder the job searching for you.
Thank you very much, Anna. A participant is writing us from Uzbekistan. So they are a senior student and they will graduate their bachelor's next year. They ask if they can apply for a master's degree before they finish their bachelor's degree.
Yes, they can, and I opened already which are the supported study fields if the applicant is from Uzbekistan. And I can repeat myself actually, that they can apply before they earn their bachelor degrees, and they have a chance to upload it as a missing document until the 1st of August.
Thank you very much, Anna. So a participant is asking if there are classes in English in medicine.
Yes. All of our programs are in English. Of course, we do offer Hungarian study programs as well, but we have more than 100 study programs in English. And also we do offer medicine in German. So.
Oh, that's great news and very interesting, I think. Thank you, Anna. So another interesting question, I think, is there a free course available to study Hungarian language?
Yes, actually, for the Stipendium Hungaricum scholarship holders, is basically covered by the scholarship. They will have a chance to learn Hungarian for 2 semesters straight, 4 credits. And beside that, the university students always have a chance to learn Hungarian for free. All the faculties has their own Hungarian courses. And also the university has its International Studies Center, which offer Hungarian courses as well.
Thank you very much, Anna. So I'm seeing a question, but I think they would have to specify their country of origin. So they are asking if you can explain more, Anna, about the process with their country of origin to go to Hungary. They thought they could go study in Hungary only with the acceptance of the university. So Fernanda, perhaps you can specify where you are.
They can actually study in Hungary with just the acceptance from the university. But that would mean that they will study here as a fee-paying applicant. If they would like to be a scholarship holder applicant, that would be the best way. So they will have to apply in their home countries on the application platform and so on, as I already mentioned. But if they would like to go or come here as a fee-paying applicant, they only need the admission letter, so it's true.
Okay, so she's telling us she's from Brazil.
Yeah, the same scenario, basically.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Anna. So another question is asking, can a person from a foundation program apply for the scholarship, but he or she uses first the secondary school transcripts?
I think the best way would be to use both, the transcript from the foundation program and the transcript from the secondary school as well. But I'm not sure what kind of founding program is this, because, you know, for example, we do require high school diploma or A-levels. If you did an O-level and do the foundation year in order to earn the A-levels, then it would be necessary, of course. But if it's just I don't know, specific foundation program for chemistry or for biology, it's not necessarily if you are not applying for medicine or chemistry or biotechnology or biology. So it depends on the foundation itself.
Thank you very much, Anna. So we covered this already. Do we have to get accepted to a university first to apply?
No, actually, first you will need to apply, then your country nominates you, and in the meantime, the university will start their evaluation process, but it will be after you will be nominated.
Thank you very much, Anna, for repeating this for us again. We have one last question in the Q&A box, and then I saw some other pop in the chat, so I will go through those as well.
Sure.
So they're asking if medicine is included in Brazil, like for Brazil, the bachelor degree.
Unfortunately, no. It's not included in the scholarship program, but we are always welcome our fee-paying applicants as well.
Thank you very much, Anna. We have one more question in the Q&A box. A participant is writing us from Namibia. They just finished their bachelor's. So when they looked at the university website for the Masters of Architecture, they weren't able to find it separately from the 1 tier. And they did manage instead to find the Masters of Architectural Engineering. Are they the same course?
Yes, they are the same course. So we do have a one-time master program for architecture, and we have accredited the bachelor part and the master part, and it's called architectural engineering because it's the official name in Hungarian, and we have to translate it that. But it's the architecture course, of course. And from Namibia, any field of interest would be covered by the scholarship, or supported by the scholarship. So feel free to apply.
Thank you very much, Anna. A participant is asking if they can use their identification card instead of the passport.
Sure, yes.
Okay, that is great news. And another participant is writing us from Indonesia, so they would like to know if for Indonesia, medicine is included in the scholarship.
Depends on the level, because if I already shared this information, for bachelor and master studies, no, but for doctoral studies, yes. So depends on the level.
Thank you very much, Anna. I will go to the questions in the chat now. So somebody wrote us from the Philippines. They have a bachelor's degree in pharmacy and are looking for a master's in the same field.
Pharmacy, right?
Yes.
Okay, just a second. As far as I can see, medicine is founded. So I would say yes, pharmacy course included as well.
Okay, that's great news. Next to the next question. So a participant is asking from Sierra Leone if they have to apply for human resource management. Can they apply with the scholarship?
Just a second, I will just look through the stuff. For master?
Human resource management, they didn't specify
the level.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as I can see, for first look, I would say no, unfortunately.
I think they are mentioning a degree, so not a master's.
Okay, I would say no, because I think the human resource counseling is considered as a business or economics field. And here you can find the fields which is supported from the Sierra Leone applicants, and it's unfortunately not one of them.
Thank you very much, Anna. So participant is asking us, they have graduated from their diploma of 5 years and are interested in psychology of mental health. Is there any field available for that? But I think you need to specify the country if you are interested for the scholarship. And
also the level. We do offer bachelor and masters in the field of psychology, and from next September, we will launch the PhD program for psychology as well. So all the 3 levels will be available, and if you can tell us your sending country, we can specify whether it will be funded by the scholarship or not.
Thank you very much, Anna. So our time is almost running out, but we will cover the last 2 questions in the Q&A box. So to go back to the foundation program, to be more specific, they told us that they have not completed yet their foundation program, so they can use the OLVL transcripts. They'll later use the foundation program transcripts, which are expected to be out by July next year, 2022. The foundation program is for chemistry, biology, and physics. Yes, the answer is definitely yes. You can upload them as missing documents. You just have to notify the university and the Tempus Public Foundation that you will upload them later. There is a really easy opportunity to do this on the application website, and you can upload them until the 1st of August. Thank you very much, Anna. Now for the last question, somebody's asking if psychology is included for Indonesia in the program.
Okay, so I would say no, because I think psychology is considered as a medical or health related field. However, we do offer the psychology program inside the humanities and social sciences department, but unfortunately it's not included either. So I would say no.
Thank you very much, Anna. So I think time has run out, but Anna, if you can perhaps provide us with an email that prospective applicants can reach out to get more information. They will also get a thank you email. They will get the recording of this webinar along with some useful information as well. So you will definitely have an email in there. Check out your email inbox and your spam folder in case it ends up there. In the meantime, Anna, if you want, you can pop an email in the chat for the last questions that we didn't get to answer maybe. Thank you very much.
I quickly shared the contact us slide from my presentation, but I also just wrote down our email address into the chat field. So it's always welcomed. If you have any further questions, you can just contact us. And may I just add one small thing?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, so we do have a really great initiative, I would say, that you can book an online appointment. So if you would be more comfortable to ask your questions in a live meeting, then you can always book an appointment with one of us from our office. It can be me or my other two colleagues, and we would be happy to answer your questions during a Teams meeting. So I just put the link in about the booking platform.
Thank you very much, Anna. I'm sure that participants will appreciate the opportunity. And I want to thank you for giving us your time and for handing out such useful information. It was great to be here and to moderate this webinar. I want to thank all participants for connecting here with us tonight and for making the most out of this opportunity. We got to answer a lot of questions actually, and I'm really glad about that. I will see you again at the next webinar with the University of Pécs. And it was again my pleasure. I wish you all a very nice evening or day, according to where you are connecting from. And I hope you all stay safe. Thank you again, Anna, for your.
Thank you very much for this opportunity. It was my pleasure to be here. And for the participants, of course, I thank you for your being here, and feel free to contact me if you have further questions. I would be happy to answer.
Thank you very much. Nice day and a nice evening to everyone that participated. Thank you so much. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.